Welcome to LFN News, a production of LFN Media, bringing you the latest in celebrity news, with specific analysis to keep you in the know of what is going on around you. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. We also encourage you to share your comments in the comments section below and let us know what you think about the issue under discussion and any other issue you may want us to discuss in the future. R. Kelly has had a history of odds always going his way, despite his guilty ruling in September 2021 in his New York case. Although this may seem like a sign that the odds are finally against Kelly, R. Kelly critics should not get ahead of themselves yet. Sentencing, which was first scheduled for May 4, 2022, a whole 8 months after the ruling itself, has not happened yet. Could this be a sign that fate is still on the "I Believe I Can Fly" hitmaker's side? We can only wait and see, but what we can be sure of is that the sentencing itself, that is currently scheduled for 29 June, will yet again be postponed. When the ruling for the case came through, sentencing was first scheduled for May 4, supposedly to allow R. Kelly's team prepare a defense ahead of the sentencing. Later on, U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly moved Kelly's sentencing hearing from June 15 to June 29, writing in her order that it would be the last time she granted a change. The latest delay came after Kelly's attorney, Jennifer Bonjean, wrote in a motion that her sentencing mitigation experts would not be able to interview Kelly in jail until May 26 at the earliest due to delays in approval by the U.S. Bureau of Prisons. Their report would not be completed until June 9, Bonjean explained. Ironically too, even with the Mute R. Kelly campaign ongoing, the R&B King's album sales exponentially grow in the weeks following the verdict. More specifically, on September 27, Kelly's music saw double-digit growth in streams and triple-digit growth in sales. In the week following his guilty verdict, Kelly's on-demand audio streams were up 22%, while video streams were up 23% compared to the previous 7 days. Overall, his streams increased from 11.2 million to 13.4 million, according to a Rolling Stone report. If this is not a sign that fate is on Kelly's side, then what is? This is not R. Kelly's first, nor only case. In fact, the "I Believe I Can Fly" star faces more charges outside of New York. Minnesota state prosecutors charged him with alleged engagements with minors, and he faces more or less similar charges in Illinois. R. Kelly's entire career has been filled with court case after court case, allegation after allegation, but he had never been found guilty. In 2002, he was indicted on 21 counts of child pornography allegations. He could have faced up to 15 years in prison, but he left a 5-week-long trial a free man after being cleared on all counts. This is not common of a successful Black American. To have been a focus of blackmail and numerous, unfounded allegations based on his status throughout his career, and still manage to walk away free each time, tells you a lot about the singer. Although, after the release of the infamous Surviving R. Kelly docuseries and the subsequent New York case guilty ruling, a lot of R. Kelly's friends and partners, including artists he had supported and worked with in the past, went on to disown and speak ill of him. Those who actually know Kelly well enough have continued to stand with him and are confident this wave too will pass. We should also note that, beyond fate, R. Kelly is currently being represented by a very experienced, sober and level-headed lawyer, Jennifer Bonjean, who helped actor Bill Cosby in his successful bid last year to have the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturn his conviction. Although her latest request to further postpone sentencing was thrown out, Jennifer and her team have continued digging for new evidence that could justify a need for extension, and you can't rule out what could be discovered in a week. In fact, R. Kelly's team just recently shared a shocking message with the judge that could do more than delay sentencing, but also most likely turn the verdict around. The shocking message was supposedly sent by a mother to one of R. Kelly's alleged victims to the daughter, joking about R. Kelly's age for a son-in-law. This was revealed in a motion to the judge by Kelly's team, spelling out their arguments for a short prison term, ahead of his sentencing. R. Kelly's team has been working overtime to try to convince the New York judge to only sentence him to 10 years in prison and not 25 years like the government has demanded. Kelly's team continues to argue that the case presented by prosecutors was weak, despite a jury finding him guilty. The motion explained that the government has argued for him to receive a harsh sentence, for reasons including Kelly violating parents' trust, which is far from true. The team argued and shared proof in form of messages that one alleged victim was actually sent to Kelly by her trusting parents. The messages showed that the alleged victim's parents directed her to lie to Kelly about her age, and then encouraged her to seduce him in April 2015 when she was 17 years old, with hopes Kelly would help the young girl with her musical career. The said text messages, between the alleged victim and her mother, clearly revealed that the mother wanted Kelly trapped into a romantic relationship with the daughter, to promote her music career. Then the bombshell text message, sent by the mother to her daughter that could potentially turn the verdict around, showed the mother jokingly telling her daughter, weeks after she had met Kelly, that her son-in-law was going to be older than her. If this is not proof that surviving R. Kelly was nothing more than a ploy by the media, that brought together groupies, who might not have gotten what they expected out of getting themselves close to R. Kelly, to tarnish the R&B king's career and name, then what is? Indeed, R. Kelly's team continues to work around the clock, and more of such evidence could turn up, and could surely result into a postponement of sentencing, or even turning of the verdict around altogether. You can trust Jennifer at that. In an interview with BNC News, Jennifer stressed that she had no reservations taking on R. Kelly's case, majorly because it was evident there had been a miscarriage of justice by the government, as was in the Bill Cosby case. Now, Jennifer and her team will work around the clock to make sure they do all they can to delay the sentencing and consequently, overturn the ruling. We can only wait and see. That is all we had for you today. Thank you for watching LFN News, a production of LFN Media, giving you another view of issues at hand. To get notified whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now and hit the notification icon. And remember to give us your comment on the subject matter below.